Okay, hello. What up, y'all? It's Season Love, SENLUV, that's who I be. Welcome to episode 3 of the Money Healing Monologues. Over here at the Money Healing Monologues, I'd like to open up a space for us to speak about the development of Black wealth and excellence. So join me every Monday in my podcast here on Anchor, or if you're watching this, the visuals on YouTube, available on Spotify. So this is episode 3. For episode 2, I think I definitely accidentally uploaded the wrong audio file. So that's definitely fixed. By the time you're watching this, it'll be fixed, so you can go back and watch episode 2 where I spoke about entrepreneurship in the Black community, and I feel like that was really interesting. For episode 3, we're talking about what are we talking about? Right. We're talking about instant gratification. I recorded this video already, but I lost the footage, so that just means to record it again. Today we're going to be talking on what that means to us and what that is for us, how that resonates with us as a community. The purpose of the Money Healing Monologues is to open up a space so that we can speak about these things as a community, so that we can heal ourselves as a Black minority community. And I don't know, I'm having a little shakiness about saying minority and person of color, because I think that it kind of bands a couple of races together, and because a lot of different I feel like ethnicities can label themselves as a minority or a person of color. But I think for my podcast, the Money Healing Monologues, it definitely is for Black people, to Black people, especially because it's made from a Black person. I can only speak from my Black experience. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if you're any other race watching this or any other ethnicity watching this, like, I can only speak from my experience, therefore I can only speak for my people. Gangsta, I can't speak for your people, and that's just the tea. Let's get straight into this episode. Now, as you know, how I like to format these episodes is in who, what, where, when, and why format. We should be more attentive to how it affects us as a community. So, who? I feel like instant gratification definitely affects everybody. I think that we've all been put in this system, and kind of given all of these things, given all these options. That's crazy. I'm reading, I'm still reading The Art of Choosing right now. And I've been slowly getting through that book. It's by Sheena Iyengar, and I'm reading this part right now about the exposure effect and what it's about and what it's telling me. And thank you, Divine. I just love how you align my life so I can be able to do these videos for you guys. Like, the exposure effect is like just giving the consumers like a whole bunch of things and kind of showing them the same thing repetitively and on multiple media platforms and just in multiple occasions. That's how they make the trends. Like, this had to do with a study that they were doing with within the fashion industry. So like, they were studying different fashion brands and kind of getting more info on how they kind of come about, the trends that they have, because when they come out with a catalog, it's a statement, it's a whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody sees it, everybody's getting that, you know what I'm saying? So I found it really interesting how, with this exposure effect, they call it, how you can, it's kind of borderline manipulation. Like, no cap, like you're kind of just picking something, you know what I'm saying? And they pick, they have like they talk to like forecasters and shit like that, and like I think get the weather for like the next season or something like that. I don't even know what they talk to forecasters for. I didn't really understand that part, but obviously to pick the type of clothing that they're trying to push out. So once they pick that clothing based off of the forecast, they kind of just make, you know, mass production of it, obviously, and kind of push it out as the trend. And then that way, like, you know, and the studies show that showing people things multiple times and on multiple different media platforms, and kind of having this repetition of just like, okay, you see them wearing it on over here, you see this model wearing it, okay, see this celebrity wearing it, okay, now you see your friend wearing it, oh damn, I gotta get me one, shit. And that goes into to kind of, I feel like, show how our society is today. We kind of have been taught to be complacent in the things that we think we need and want. Like, everybody likes their things. And everybody especially likes their things now, which is why we have things like fast food, we have things like fast internet, you know what I'm saying? All these efficient things, you know, cars, planes, things to get us things and places, and obtain these different aspects of life in like a quick manner, in a fast paced. Moving on into the what, I think what instant gratification does, I feel like, to our brain, it kind of gives us this false sense of dopamine, I would say. I don't want to, is that a false sense of dopamine? I don't know what instant gratification does. I know for like TikTok specifically, and like these social media platforms that they have, is like just scrolling, like, and the point of the apps and the way that they make the apps is so that people can stay on them longer. Like in New York, you can go to 24/7 bodega and get you a sandwich and some chips and a drink, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have access to all of these things. So like, I see how, like, what instant gratification does, like how it benefits, of course, obviously, but I'd like to think about, and I'd like to speak about in this episode, how it kind of like negatively affects us as a community. Given that the Black community has been set back so many years of education and kind of forced to live within this society with, you know, the oppressors. My point is, it's safe to say that the things that we think that we want and the things that we think that we know are worth reconsidering. Like, this is a reoccurring thing that, like, I see, like, just me as a healer and, like, my philosophies and my messages, you know what I'm saying? And I guess kind of my point in everything is, like, things are seemingly how they are. Like, okay, yes, like right now in this physical reality, yes, we can accept that things, you know, may be like this. Like, you can perceive it as what they want you to perceive it as, you know what I'm saying? You can look through the lenses that they want you to look through, if that's the choice that you want to make. However, know that you have the ability to choose in order to benefit yourself and allow yourself to live a better life. Yeah, knowing that you have that choice, like, and being aware that you have that choice. I don't think a lot of people know that they have a choice to perceive things how they want to perceive it. And like, regardless of what you want to, like, you know, say about anybody else and what they did to you, at the end of the day, you are living this life and this is your life. So that situation wouldn't have happened if you didn't let it happen. This kind of seemingly want to have everything now, it kind of severs the preservation of it. I feel like it severs like the it doesn't last. Like, it's kind of like this instant gratification is literally instant. It gives you this feeling in like for an instant, for a little bit. Like, it's not anything that lasts. And I think that's kind of the most detrimental part of it for the Black community, is that as a community, as a group, we don't have things that last, that stick for us. That's a collective energy of stagnation, where we very much don't take the time to understand the steps in which it takes to make something sustainable. Moving on into the where do we see this happening? We kind of answered that in a little bit in the last little part, but where we see this happening, I feel like we see this happening. I instantly thought of the school system for some reason. I instantly thought of the school system. But speaking more so of my collective and who I'm aligned with, because I do set out to post these in order to bring in my community and the people that are aligned with me and my messages and the things that I have to say. And a lot of what I do and what I say and what I speak about lies within the financial / business / creative industries, entertainment industries, like business, the big business industries. You know what I'm saying? I like speaking to and speaking for the community of people that are up and coming, that are, you know, I guess what I want to say, hustlers, the people that are out here trying to make it how they live, the people that are out here trying to do what they got to do in order to make a living for themselves, because they know they got a purpose and they're not going to stop until they get to where they want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to that collective of people that have that drive just like me. So I especially see this when it comes to like us as creatives, like posting our content. You know what I'm saying? Like posting our content gets so, it gets like, sometimes we have, you know, our stagnant moments, you know, our stagnant periods where, like, you know, we don't post for a while, or like, you know, it's hard to find any basis or any like anything to ground us in any type of consistency when we're up and coming, because of the seemingly kind of want for instant gratification and all these instant likes and instant views and fast, like, you know, subscriber counts going up, you know what I'm saying? We want all these things now. We want the fame now. We want everything now. However, how much time do we really take to build ourselves up and pour into our cups enough and kind of do our research and pull together all the things that we need in order to actually be of substance to people? I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but yeah, facts. Which one we up to? Who, what, where, when? I feel like instant gratification is something that has been affecting black people for a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie. I think that it's so hard for us as a community to really have our own shit. Like, us as a community, and like, I always give us grace for this because of shit like Black Wall Street, you know what I'm saying? And literally black people being a target for no fucking reason, literally for the color of our skin all the fucking time. I think that it's really hard for us to really band together and build our own shit, and because and this is, I think instant gratification is just one of the things, you know, that stop us from banding together and actually like taking over our communities, taking over the hoods for ourselves, and really cultivating them into our own spaces where we own everything. We own the buildings, we own the businesses, we literally own the community, and it's our space. Like the Jewish communities got, like the Chinese, Asian, all Chinatown, everything, bro. Like they have their own spaces within NYC, and of course I'm speaking for NYC specifically because I live here. I live in NYC. But I think that this goes for everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we want to talk about the hood, quote unquote, you know, that's us. That's the black minority community. I'm weak. That's dead us. That's dead us. And the reason that they don't thrive is because nobody is focusing on them. The white people's communities, they strive because the white people are focusing on expansion, preservation. And this is not saying that they're any better than us, because they're fucking not, because they're greedy and selfish, which is why they do shit like gentrification and try to take over our communities instead of uplift us and teach us and even do their jobs and fix it for us, because community leaders, you fucking governors, and the people that even sign the leases for these new condominiums and shit like that to be built, they have the power to change all of this shit. They have the power to renovate all of these project buildings and actually give people sustainable homes to live in. Yeah, we see instant gratification like affect us in the sense of just not having anything preserved for us. We don't have anything. Black people need things for ourselves. Like, we need our own spaces. We need our own things. We need like our own resources and our own places to go in order to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not for the separation of people and for like, dividing us. You know what I'm saying? But black is beautiful. Black is culture. Black is amazing. And if everybody else gets to profit off of black culture, why the fuck can't black people profit off black culture? It's our shit. It's dead our shit. We need to start building our own stuff and start capitalizing off of ourselves, because we make the trends. We make the shit. We make everything. We are the innovators. We're the natural inhabitants of this fucking earth. Like, are you shitting me, bro? Like, moving on into the why. Why? Because, well, I'm here. Why not instant gratification? I think that it can go hand in hand. Like, it can coexist, because duality, 222 energy, like, things can coexist. You know what I'm saying? We can have the instant gratification where we have our things now. We have our flights, our, you know what I'm saying, food, our everything now. You know what I'm saying? However, if we want to maneuver in our, I want to say instinctual energy, because with instant gratification is kind of like that instinctual kind of just go, like, which is why a lot of people, reside in their automatic system, where it's kind of like you're making these unconscious decisions with your life and just moving at the quick, fast pace that capitalism wants you to move in. I mean, or should I say move through. When you think about your conditioning, and what you've been taught, it makes me think and want us to go back and really uproot all the things that we're taught. Uproot all of the things that we think that we know, all the things that we think that we want. Because there's a lot of things that were taught to us and that are now instinctual to us that were really they're not healthy. They're not good for us. They're not a great way of maneuvering through this lifetime. In fact, if we would just shift our perspective on it, we could live a more prosperous life. Just thinking about the sustainability and preservation of blackness is what I feel like my point of instant gratification. Sustaining and preserving the essence of being melanated, being a melanated being a god or goddess. Truthfully, like, yes, I think that's the end of this. If you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking it with me and healing with me and just listening to me through this whole entire episode. I hope that my words, turned some wheels, made you think a little bit, made you, look at things differently, put on a new pair of lenses to see the world through. I am really grateful to have you here with me. And on that note, I am going to close this episode out. This has been episode 3 of the Money Healing Monologues by me, Season Love, SENLUV. That's who I be. And if you are interested in more content from me, you can go to my website, seasonlove.org, and check out my many different endeavors and learn more about what I do and what I can do for you, as well as an entertainer. YouTuber and podcaster. Is a podcaster a word? I'm an entertainer. I'm just here to make you feel. So, in addition to that, I am an entrepreneur, spiritual coach, or a lifestyle coach, money healer, and I have a whole bunch of different services up on my website available to you guys. Simply because I love you. Whatever way I can help you, book me, and I will do my best to help you with whatever it is that you need. Because we're all in this together, and I love you. And I want us to be better, I want us to do better. I want us to feel better. Black people deserve to feel better. We deserve grace. We deserve happiness. We deserve love. We deserve prosperity. Another thing you can find on seasonlove.org is my Sundays with Me blog. I post a new self-love blog every Sunday, and these posts are just filled with my different life experiences on a various amount of different topics. And I just like to share my perspective in the hopes of it shifting yours in any positive way that it could. So, yeah, I'm going to close this episode out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful life. And I will see you next week. Peace.